Right, we are live. It's City against Chelsea. It's the big chance for the Manchester side to lift yet another trophy. It's the Premier League, and Pep Guardiola would result in possibly one of the best managers in the history of football if he wins today and if he gets Manchester City winning another title. But yes, I mean, they're facing a really good Chelsea. Chelsea was on really good form, especially under Thomas Tuchel. So it wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea sneak something at the Etihad. Maybe a win, possibly a draw, who knows? I mean, Chelsea have the good enough quality to beat Man City. And in fact, a couple of months ago or weeks ago, I can't really remember, Chelsea beat Man City at Wembley in an FA Cup semi-final, avoiding them from winning everything this season. They could have potentially won everything, but Chelsea didn't allow Pep to do that because the man himself, Hakim Ziyech, bagged the goal. And I mean, today he's playing. And talking about the players, for Manchester City, as you can see on the screen, we've got Ederson in goal, Cancelo, Diaz, Laporte, Ake, and Mendy. Very interesting. Ake starting once again after the match against Crystal Palace in defense for Man City. And then we've got Rodri, Torres, Sterling, Aguero, and Gabriel Jesus. That's Manchester City's side. But let's talk about Chelsea, because Chelsea, I mean, Thomas Tuchel has chosen some very interesting players to play this match. We've got Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger, and Reece James. No Thiago Silva in defense. Christensen and Rudiger are both playing. And then we've got Kante, Gilmer. Billy Gilmer, the Scottish lad, is playing tonight. And in attack, we've got Ziyech, Werner, Pulisic, and Marcos Alonso, which will play, I guess, just like Reece James, attacking and defending at the same time. So, no Thiago Silva, no Ben Chilwell, and no Kovacic or Jorginho, but Billy Gilmer is playing. So, yeah, those are the two lineups. Very interesting lineups, and I'm curious to see how this match develops. Because, I mean, Chelsea without Thiago Silva could look a bit inexperienced in defense. And we've all seen Manchester City's qualities up front. So, Manchester City could potentially hurt, and quite a lot, Chelsea's defense. But coming on to the last matches of these two teams facing each other, Chelsea beat Man City in the last match. It was an FA Cup semi-final. But in the Premier League, Manchester City basically, in the last 2 years, won them all. I remember that 6-1 Manchester City win at the Etihad against Chelsea. And then a couple of months ago, at the start of the season, Manchester City beat Chelsea 4-1 or 3-1 actually, at Stamford Bridge. I mean, it was Chelsea under Frank Lampard. Big question mark on him. Just like Pirlo. I think the way Frank Lampard developed his adventure in a team, I think really looks like Pirlo at Juventus. Right, let me move this. And let me move this. Righty. So, yeah, match is set to start anytime soon, and I mean anytime soon now. And Sterling is playing once again. That's a very big statement from Pep. I mean, he didn't play Sterling that much this season. I definitely can say that. Sterling played the last match against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, which was very important. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if Manchester City didn't win that match and Manchester City win this today, then they wouldn't have gotten the Premier League title. But I'm not sure if Man City will win today. I mean, I predicted a 1-1 draw. Without Thiago Silva in defense, I get the impression that Chelsea's defense is a bit too unexperienced. But I may be wrong, and I hope that I might be wrong. That's just my impression. So, and obviously Man City loves scoring, so I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Man City score today, but at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea sneak at least 1 point. Right, Werner, big. He scored. No, actually, he scored against Real Madrid midweek. Chelsea comes from a 2-0 win against Real Madrid at Stamford Bridge. Right, match started. Rudiger, Mendy. And it's Chelsea possession. Manchester City want the 3 points today because they want to win another trophy. Pep Guardiola especially wants to do that. But I guess every single other players wants to do that. So, Anthony Taylor, referee, Ake on the ball. Yeah, big question mark from Ake. I mean, he hasn't been playing a lot, and he didn't cost. He costed quite a lot in terms of a player who never played. I mean, how much did Man City give Bournemouth? It was like 30 million, and it's quite a lot for a player like Ake. He hasn't been playing much this season at all. He's playing this match. He played the match against Crystal Palace and a few other matches where Pep Guardiola completely changed the team to restrain some energies. And Jose Mourinho actually wants him for Roma, because Jose Mourinho is the new Roma manager. I doubt anyone here doesn't know that, but right, Pulisic. Mendy fouls him, and it is a free kick to the Blues. Guardiola and Thomas Tuchel, amazing managers. But they need to, they need to still prove themselves, because Guardiola never beat Thomas Tuchel before. So he wants to do that today. Man City want the title. And Bayern Munich won the title as well. Keep you updated in terms of the other matches as well. Everyone won. Inter Milan won the Serie A. Bayern Munich won the Bundesliga. Manchester City potentially won the Premier League. The big tournament this year is La Liga, because Barcelona drew 0-0 against Atletico Madrid a few hours ago. And currently, Atletico 77, Barcelona 75, Real Madrid 74, and Sevilla against 70. And tomorrow, it's Real Madrid against Sevilla. And if Real Madrid win, they are top of the table. But Atletico Madrid, they started really well, but now they're really bad. They're not getting any points. I think prime Atletico Madrid would have beaten Barcelona a few hours ago, but Barcelona obviously are not in a competition anymore, and they need to focus on La Liga, because otherwise Koeman was an absolute, failure for Barcelona's history. Ake, back to Ederson. A couple of months ago, Stefan played this match. I remember I was live streaming this match at this. Oh, Ferran Torres here. He can run. Ferran Torres shoots, and it is wide, very wide. Terrible shot from the Spanish winger. And Aguero wanted the ball, but Manchester City don't score. Still 0-0 after 3 minutes. Manchester City had the greatest chance of the match up to now. It was a terrible shot from him. Rudiger kind of pushes him behind, but nothing clear. Kante, he is coming from 2 man of the matches in the championship. Azpilicueta, back to Kante. And they need the win. Manchester City will win the Premier League title tonight if they win. Ake, Sterling, back to Mendy, back to Ake, Laporte. I'm really curious to see Ake developing into this match. Really, really curious to see that, because he has not been playing at all this season, and playing him in such an important match can be quite a risk. Ederson. Ruben Diaz protects the ball from Ziyech, kicks it away. Gundogan is not playing as well. Let me check something, because I remember he was really painfully injured after the first leg of the match against PSG. Terrible foul from Egana Gay, but let's see if he's actually he's available for Pep. Many interesting players are available tonight for Pep, but strangely, Pep hasn't played them. I mean, Gundogan, Foden, Bernardo Silva, and Mahrez, and Kyle Walker are all sitting on the bench in such an important match for Chelsea. Greg is saying Chelsea win, and then Falu Manjang is saying, "Hi Simon, I do follow you. Big up yourself. Please keep us updates about Roma, because it's not many platforms speak English in Italy. I only know yours." Sure, mate. I'll keep you updated in terms of the special one, Jose Mourinho. And I'm buzzing to see him start this season, but unfortunately we have to wait until the end of the terrible era of Paulo Fonseca to finally see Mourinho sitting on Roma's bench, giving directions to Roma's players. Kante here kicks it away, weird pass, Ferran Torres doesn't stop it, and Rudiger gets it. So, sure mate, and thanks for following me. I'll keep you updated. I mean, Roma are playing tomorrow, I guess, against the relegated side. So, if they win, if they lose, it would be quite weird. Mendy shoots and no deflection, no corner kick. Chelsea long shot. Pep giving directions. Everyone in the stream, comment in the live chat, Pep or Jurgen Klopp. I want to see who you guys prefer. Who do you think the best manager is? Pep Guardiola on one hand and Jurgen Klopp on the other side. I'm personally a Klopp person. I think Klopp is more than just a manager. He just sticks every single problem of a team. I mean, not Chelsea, Liverpool had very serious problems this season. And I mean very serious problems. And they're still not in their prime. They're not back at it. But they're starting to get those reactions. They're playing tonight against Southampton. So maybe I'll live stream that. I'll think about it. But I think Jurgen Klopp is more than just a manager. He is just, can we say, a doctor? That's weird, but he is, in some ways, a mental doctor, because he is a manager who's really good on resolving problems in a team. He creates this team as if it were a family or something, and every team should do that. But I think Jurgen Klopp sneaks Pep when doing that. I think Pep's techniques and Pep's skills are arguably the best ever. But Jurgen Klopp, when it comes to these resolving problems, solving all these disagreements between players, I think he's the best manager ever. Right, I'll keep you updated on the other matches as well. Bayern Munich are winning against Borussia Mönchengladbach 1-0. Guess who scored? Robert Lewandowski after 2 minutes. Even though Bayern Munich are winning this season, they are champions of Germany. And Ebrima Darboy is my countryman, the Gambia. Go, go, Roma. Ebrima Darboy impressed every single football fan. Every single person who follows football has been impressed by Darboy, especially with his past. I mean, he has had a very, very life-changing adventure becoming a footballer, but a very life-threatening adventure as well, because we all know he's a refugee from Gambia, and he came to Italy when he was just 14 years old, and a couple of days ago he got his debut against Manchester United, against Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, and Paulo Fonseca already said that he will be playing tomorrow. He will be starting tomorrow against the relegated side. But yeah, still 0-0, 10 minutes. And Ziyech, with a weird back heel, kicks it away. Should I live stream Liverpool against Southampton? Comment in the live chat what you guys think. At Spiliqueta here, Billy Gilmer. Back to Rudiger. Terrible pass from Rudiger though. Cancelo gets it, changes side to Rodri. And yeah. Man City possession. Manchester City had the greatest chance of the match up to now with Ferran Torres. Ooh! Sterling here. Terrible foul on Timo Werner. Yellow card for Raheem Sterling. Is this a penalty? Kante once again. No, definitely not a penalty. He's outside of the box. I thought it was much closer. I actually thought it was inside the box. That's a terrible foul from Raheem Sterling. Are they going to check this for a red card? No, I don't think it's a red card. But definitely a yellow card. But it's especially a very, very, very dangerous free kick for Chelsea. Perfect position for a cross. And they've got likes of Christensen, Rudiger. All of these players who can nick it at the back of the net with their head. Sterling's the captain tonight, and he started this match in the worst way possible. Mason Mount is not playing for Chelsea. That's who Chelsea were missing. I sensed one of those top players missing in the lineup, which you can see there, but couldn't figure out who it was, and it's Mason Mount. Either Marcus Alonso or Reece James is taking this free kick. Marcus Alonso with the left foot and Reece James with his right foot. I think Reece James hits the wall. Terrible free kick. And Marcus Alonso here, Aguero presses him, but back to Reece James and back to Kante. Changes side wonderfully for Timo Werner. Ziyech in the box, changes side to Pulisic and Ake. Great from Ake. Right, let's get an update. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid 0-0, but that ended a few minutes ago, like 20 minutes ago. Lyon are beating Lorient 4-1 without Depay, and Inter Milan are beating Sampdoria 3-1 with double from Alexis Sanchez. Right, Pulisic. Great ball to Ziyech. Great chance here for Chelsea. Reece James in the box, and Ederson blocks it. See, Chelsea can be dangerous. And the man himself, Thomas Tuchel, has proven everyone that Yes, Manchester City are the favourites for this match. Manchester City are the favourites in the Champions League final. But anything can happen in football, and Thomas Tuchel has proven every single Chelsea fan that they are capable of beating Man City today and in a Champions League final. I mean, I'd say Manchester City are still the favourites because they want to win their first Champions League after so many Champions League curses, getting out against weak clubs. We remember against Lyon last year in the quarterfinals. Manchester City in the Championship has been, up to now, a completely different team in the past years. But I think this year can be the perfect year for Manchester City, for Pep Guardiola, because I think they just need it. They want to win everything, and by doing that, they need to win the Premier League tonight, and they need to win the Champions League. But Chelsea, on the other hand, as I said, are dangerous, and they already beat Manchester City once under Thomas Tuchel. Right, Ederson, terrible with his feet, but Marcus Alonso, even worse, gives it back to Rodri. Sterling, Ben Mendy, back to Rodri, shoots, deflection, and it is a corner kick for Man City. Right, so tonight we've got in the Serie A Fiorentina, Lazio, and Liverpool, Southampton in the Premier League. But should I live stream Liverpool against Southampton? Let me know in the live chat. Right, dangerous corner kick here. Because Ruben Diaz, Rodri, Laporte, everyone. Ake heads it and it's out. Ooh, very close from Ake here. Let's see if there was actually a deflection. No, I think Ake heads it onto Rudiger, who heads it onto Laporte, and then the ball goes out. Timo Werner very fast. He can speed run here. Timo Werner. Oh, it was an interesting. Marcus Alonso here fouls Gabriel Jesus, and it's a free kick for Man City. Nothing special. I mean, it's in their own half of the pitch. But it was a great chance from Werner here, who ran and passed it back to Gilmer. It was a tiny bit short. And Manchester City closed the gaps. Kante here. The man himself, N'Golo Kante. One word to describe N'Golo Kante. The best. Rudiger with his Batman mask on. Offside from Aguero. And Christensen here. Azpilicueta. Kante. Back to Azpilicueta. And I think Bolton got promoted into League One. Bolton are back. Championship ended. Norwich and Watford are going in the Premier League, and it's a big fight between Brentford, Swansea, Barnsley, and Bournemouth. I actually think Barnsley have big chances of going up. They are a very interesting side who I think are growing economically. And moving on to, I've actually watched Sunderland Until I Die on Netflix, and Sunderland are 4th. They're in the playoff zone, and they'll end up in the playoff zone. Hopefully they'll get back in the Championship. But yeah, these are the current matches. Still 1-0 from Bayern Munich against Borussia Mönchengladbach, and 0-0 between Cadiz and Huesca. Right, Billy Gilmer, Aguero on him, great pass from Gilmer to Ziyech, to Werner. Werner keeps it, no offside here. Ziyech, back to Marcos Alonso. And Reece James fouled, free kick for Chelsea. Reece James is a very interesting player in my opinion. He'll be England's future left winger. It was a good chance from Werner, but he ended up really far from Ederson's goal. And interesting free kick here for the Blues. Ziyech on the spot. It was the same position of when Thiago Silva scored against Sheffield United with Ziyech cross. It's the same exact position, but there's one thing to be said. Thiago Silva is not playing today. Ziyech in the box and Ake heads it away. Pulisic gets it though. And Aguero's fouled here. Right, let's see if I can. Let's see if they're allowing me to. Let's check. Yeah, Aguero's fouled. Ake to Sterling here. Ruben Diaz. Cancelo here. Aguero. And it is a corner kick to Man City. Will Manchester City win this? That's a very interesting shout. What do we think? Who are Manchester City playing next week? Manchester City are playing Newcastle away, who is already safe. Crazy match from Newcastle yesterday at the King Power Stadium against Leicester. They won 4-2. So Newcastle is safe. And if Manchester City don't win today, I think they'll definitely bag a win against Newcastle, who's not playing for anything. They are a really solid team, and I have no clue of how Newcastle got close to relegation. Because Newcastle is a really good side, and I mean a very interesting side. They play a wonderful football, crazy football. So I have really no clue of how Newcastle was almost ended up in the Championship, because Fulham was playing really well lately, and Newcastle was actually really close to relegation. But then things started to change. Saint-Maximin and Callum Wilson back to their prime, and Newcastle are a completely different team. I mean, they scored 4 against Leicester, who is 3rd in the Premier League. Congrats to Newcastle. And I think every Newcastle fan who says Steve Bruce out, I don't agree. because Steve Bruce had needed to adapt himself without his two main strikers, his two main stars of the team, both Saint Maximin and Callum Wilson. So I think Newcastle are a solid side, but obviously they're safe, and so if Manchester City don't win today, they'll definitely win against Newcastle next week. Robin Corkmax, welcome to the stream. Not really, no. I think you don't agree with the Newcastle statement. I think they are a really solid team, sometimes. When they have Saint Maximin and Callum Wilson, when they play really, really well, I think Newcastle are an interesting team. And obviously, in the chat, I want to know, what do we think of Tottenham? They lost again once again today against Leeds United at Elland Road, 3-1. Tottenham are getting destroyed. They are nowhere near a trophy, in my opinion. And a trophy is not, I think it's nowhere near. Because there are just two players who play out of 11. And those are Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. If I were them, I would actually search for a better club. Now that Jose Mourinho is a Roma manager. Sterling here. Sterling in the box. Rudiger gets it. Right. Let's see. I need to see if... So what do we think of Tottenham? That's the big question. Werner is fouled here. He's on the floor. Cancelo, I think, fouls him. Ooh, Laporte fouls him. Robin Corkmax is saying a club with a loser mentality. They sacked Jose just before the final. You're absolutely right. I think the big question which Tottenham needs to ask himself right now is, are there chances of getting in the Champions League spot? And I don't think so at all. Apart from Man City and Man United, in the live chat, comment who do you think will get in the Champions League apart from City and United, who are already certain. Because Leicester losing yesterday really made me conscious to the fact that they could literally slip down and end up in a Europa League spot. Because Liverpool are playing tonight against Southampton, a match which they need to win, and they've got a match less than everyone else because the match against United last week got postponed. And then there's West Ham, who's interesting team, great team this year, and Chelsea. All of these options, but Leicester haven't convinced me lately, and they're giving me the impression that they will slip down into a Europa League spot. Because if we look at the Premier League table right now, Man City 81, United 67, and that's done. They're in the Champions League. But then it's Leicester 63, Chelsea 62, West Ham 58, Tottenham 56, and Liverpool 54. And Liverpool are playing tonight. Comment in the live chat if you want me to live stream that match. And Tottenham are not getting in the Champions League. They had a chance today with Leeds and they bottled it. West Ham are playing tomorrow, and that's a very interesting match. So I think it will be City, United, Chelsea, and I want to say Liverpool, because I just cannot see Champions League without Liverpool. Obviously, if Liverpool don't win tonight, bye-bye Champions League. Cancelo here. Chips it to Ruben Diaz. Laporte. Let me... Right, yeah. Laporte. Boring match up to now, to be fair. We need a goal. Because none of the teams had great chances, but I get it. I mean, they played 3 days ago, both in the Champions League. If you're new here, please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, it would support me so much. We're at 273 right now. If we can get 275 subscribers by the end of this stream, I will live stream Liverpool against Southampton later. Gilmer, great pass here to Reece James, who's fast, but Laporte closes him. Billy Gilmer. 15 minutes ago until added time. Nil-nil. You can see. Oh! Werner scored, but it's offside. How did that go in? Marcus Alonso crosses it in. Reece James stops it, shoots. Yep, offside from Werner, who touches the ball. Poor Werner, but it was a clear offside. And yeah, Laporte changes side to Ruben Diaz. Sterling. Ake. Laporte changes side, but Marcus Alonso heads it away. Faluman Janga is saying, I still think Leicester and Chelsea will... Werner here! Werner shoots. Doesn't... He probably wanted a deflection from that. It was obviously, if Werner scored Vieira, I would have to check. But, nah, it was terrible from Werner, to be fair with you. Cancelo. Back to Ruben Diaz. Chelsea are putting pressure on Man City. They really are. I mean, they're not letting them play. Manchester City had a good chance with Ferran Torres at the start and a good chance with Ake on a corner kick, but that's it. Who are you guys supporting? Pop your final score predictions for this match. And I'll give a shout out to in one of my videos to anyone who guesses it right. Billy Gilmer changes side here. Pulisic to Ziyech. Reece James. Oh, terrible pass from Reece James here. Aguero gets it. Sterling, he looks injured. Right, we'll examine all the matches at halftime, all the other matches. Serie A, Bundesliga with Bayern, champion of Germany, League 1. So stay here for halftime. And La Liga as well. Right, Gabriel Jesus, Ferran Torres, changes side to Ake. Mendy back to Ake, back to Laporte. Cancelo. Manchester City are not finding gaps, and I think that's a big factor of the score up to now. Because Manchester City love playing really fast football. But they're not finding many gaps in Chelsea's defense. That's why that's a big factor of a 0-0. Sean Skylin, or Skillen, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. What up, gangster? I'm fine. How are you, mate? Welcome to the stream. And as I can see from your logo, I guess you're a Manchester City fan. So, yeah. Will Manchester City win the title today? Korish is saying Chelsea will win the Champions League. I am telling you. I remember you've been saying this since a lot of time, and you have my total respect, because I would never have said Chelsea in a Champions League final, especially at the start of the season. So congrats to you, mate. I think Man City are the favourites, but Chelsea have really high chances, and they know how to beat Man City. So I think Manchester City want to win. De Bruyne is not playing today. How did I not notice? I literally realized right now that De Bruyne was not playing. Is even on the bench. No Kevin De Bruyne. No De Bruyne on the bench. No Foden, who's sitting on the bench. Bernardo Silva on the bench. And Mahrez on the bench. Gundogan on the bench. Walker on the bench. Everyone is on the bench. I mean, Pep should have probably played someone else. I mean, the Champions League... yeah, some players are injured, but the Champions League final is in like 20 days. So they will have time to... I personally think Gundogan and Foden and Mahrez should have played, but, you know, I get it. They played like 3 days ago. Still 0-0. I mean, this match has been very boring. We need a goal to sort things out. And also, lads, let me know if you would like a Liverpool against Southampton live stream later this night. Comment in the live chat, yes or no. Mendy doesn't get it, and Pep wants something from his players. Marcus Alonso. Who would you like Roma to sign? Korish asks. Kante, Mbappe, Holland, Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, these are... I mean, if Roma signed Kante, I'm not sure if you saw my last video, but if Roma sign Kante, I will literally inject an explosive on me. I'm kidding, but I would be really, really happy. And so yeah, I really want Kante because he's my favorite player. But players which be realistic. Okay, I think Isco is an interesting player. Great touch, but he hasn't been playing since a lot because at Real Madrid he's not having a lot of space. But I wouldn't mind Isco, and I really would like a player like Højbjerg to put next to Veretout, because I think together they will play really well. But I think Højbjerg at the same time is very, very, very hard to achieve and to get, just because Tottenham just bought him, and they just ask too much. 70 million for Højbjerg is just too much, ladies and gentlemen. So a similar player to Højbjerg, which I really want at Roma, I'd say someone like let me think. Someone like, who can I compare Højbjerg to? Someone like someone like a very aggressive player. You get the point. And a striker, because Dzeko is Dzeko, and I love Dzeko for what he showed me as a Roma player. He is the third top scorer at Roma, so I don't want him to leave, but at the same time he's coming towards the end of the career and he can't be playing the entire season. Borja Mayoral is a good second striker, and I think in a case of completely turning over your team to restrain some energies, Borja Mayoral is a perfect player. But I really, really want a striker like a cheap striker. I don't want Roma to spend all their money on a striker, but someone like Gabriel Jesus. You get the point, which is important to the team, but he's not the main player. Roma should get Lloris. Sean Skillen is saying yes for the live stream, and you're asking, do I live in Moscow? No, I live in Rome in Italy. Roma fan here, so yeah. Ederson saves. Right, second half, ginger ale. Rudiger shoots, but nothing. Where are you guys watching this stream from? Right, so 2 minutes ago until added time. What are your final score predictions for this match? I'll give a shout out. Oh, Gabriel Jesus! Gabriel Jesus! And it's 1-0. Manchester City are up 1-0 against Chelsea. Gabriel Jesus. Christensen looks injured, but Manchester City are up 1-0. Raheem Sterling, and currently Manchester City would be the champions of England. But Christensen, however, looks injured, so VAR, potential VAR check, who knows? It was impossible to see from here, but let's see. Ruben Diaz, great long pass to Gabriel Jesus. I don't think that's a foul. Gabriel Jesus in the box to Aguero, who doesn't shoot. Nah, yeah, it's a goal. 1-0 to Man City. And Manchester City would be champions of England. For now, Pep needs to keep this result I'm watching from the Antarctic. Wow. That's true. Not sure if that's true. But if that's actually true, then that's impressive. I'm not sure how Christensen got injured. He looks very injured, but Raheem Sterling doesn't touch him. He's nowhere close to Christensen. And Kurt Zouma, ready to get subbed in. Christensen looks injured. Sterling and Aguero. One minute of added time. Man City 1, Chelsea 0. Thomas Tuchel needs a reaction. But Christensen looks very, very injured in the meantime. And Kurt Zouma will get subbed in. Right, that's pretty much half time, I guess. Azpilicueta. Back to Rudiger. Back to Mendy. Gabriel Jesus protects the ball. In the middle. To Ferran Torres. Aguero. Gabriel Jesus wants a penalty. It's a penalty for Man City. In less than 2 minutes, this match could go 2-0. Gabriel Jesus. To be fair, let's see. To be fair, that's never a penalty in my opinion, but Billy Gilmer fouls him. Thomas Tuchel is absolutely fuming. That does not look like a penalty to me, to be fair, but Manchester City can go 2-0 up at half time, and it will make things very complicated for Chelsea. Aguero. I think they've confirmed the penalty. That did not look like a penalty to me, but, you know, looked like a penalty to the ref. Zouma in and Christensen out in the meantime. And Aguero ready to score. Ready to shoot, should I say. Aguero chips it. Oh my god! What did Aguero do? He literally chipped it and Mendy didn't move. And he saved it. Oh my god, Aguero. It looked like the Ademola Lookman penalty against West Ham at the start of the season in November. That it literally looked like the same penalty ever. Oh my god. Aguero. I can't watch the game because I don't have Sky. I only have BT. And you said don't miss it. And Aguero did miss it. But it's the attempt that makes him very, very, very... It makes that penalty so embarrassing to watch. It's not the miss. It's the attempt of chipping it in such an important game. Right, it's 1-0 at half time. Let's examine some matches. In this Serie A, we've got Inter Milan, who are champions of Italy, against Sampdoria, and nevertheless Inter Milan are winning 3-1 with the Alexis Sanchez double. And moving on to the La Liga, Cadiz are winning 2-1 against Huesca, and earlier today Barcelona 0, Atletico Madrid 0, and tomorrow night it's the big game, Real Madrid against Sevilla. If Real Madrid win, they're top of La Liga. Right, In the League 1, Lyon beat Lorient 4-1 without Memphis Depay. And in the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich are up 4-0 at halftime against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Double from Lewandowski, Thomas Müller and Kingsley Coman on the score sheet. And Championship, Norwich and Watford are up. It's a big fight between Brentford, Swansea, Barnsley and Bournemouth. Watford won today, 2-0 against Swansea. Bournemouth lost 2-0 today against Stoke. Brentford won 3-1 against Bristol City. And Wycombe Wanderers won 3-0 against Middlesbrough, but are relegated. And that makes me very sad because at Kim Fewa, I've got love to Frakin Fewa. Norwich 2-2 against Barnsley. And yeah, that's the Championship. And Bolton Wanderers got promoted into the League 1. Probably loving it. But yeah, I mean, talking about this match, terrible penalty. Terrible, absolutely terrible from Sergio Aguero. And Neymar renewed his contract with PSG for another 3 years. We've got Liverpool against Southampton tonight. I'll try and live stream it, but I'm not sure about it. And then tomorrow in the Prem, we've got Wolves against Brighton, Villa against United, West Ham against Everton, Arsenal against West Brom. And on Monday, it's the big match, Fulham against Burnley. Now, it does not look like a very interesting match from its appearance, but it's such an important match for Fulham. Because if Fulham win, then relegation talks are back open. Because if Fulham win, they would be 6 points from Burnley. And that's still far away. But Burnley next week are playing against Leeds. And Fulham are playing against Southampton, who are a very poor side currently. And in the last match, Burnley are playing against Sheffield United, who's relegated. And Fulham are playing against Newcastle at Craven Cottage, who is already safe. So two very useless matches. Korsh just came back and Chelsea are losing 1-0. Chelsea could have been losing 2-0. You missed the Aguero penalty. He tried to chip it. And it looked like the Ademola Lookman penalty against West Ham in November. It was terrible from Aguero, I'm telling you. But yeah, Chelsea are losing. But I think they've got plenty of time to turn things around. And I mean, the big championship up to now at this stage is actually La Liga, because it's Atletico 77, Barcelona 75, Real Madrid 74 and Sevilla 70. So everything could happen in La Liga. I personally think Barca will win because they have no tournaments to focus on. But yeah. And tonight in La Liga, we've got Athletic Bilbao against Osasuna. League 1 is playing tomorrow. Sunderland are playing against Northampton. I think it will be 1-1. Korsh says that was my prediction in the Prem predictions video. I think Chelsea can easily equalize this match from what they've shown us. Right, you know what? It's time to place a good old bet for some matches. Right, so let's go. Serie A. Fiorentina against Lazio tonight. I mean, hopefully Lazio lose, to be fair with you guys. Because one, I just hate Lazio, but two, if Lazio lose and Roma win, then Europa League talks are back open. At the same time, I think Lazio will not lose, but Lazio could even not win this match, because Fiorentina are a solid team when they want to be a solid team. So I think this match could easily end as a draw. But Lazio are good. I really don't want to say this, but Lazio are good. But we've got Genoa against Atalanta tomorrow. That's a really good... Actually, if Sassuolo win, then Roma are actually in a risky position in the Europa Conference League as well. That's how bad Roma are. You don't change the score. I'm sorry, Chorus. You're absolutely right. I'll change it right now. There we go. So, Genoa Sassuolo. I am not sure. Let's see what this guy says. No, I don't want Sassuolo to win. I think this will be a bad match. Let's not place anything on it. Right, on to the Premier League. Liverpool need to win tonight, and I think they will win, because their Champions League talks are still open, but they need to do something. So yeah, that's Liverpool currently. But what do we have? Wolves against Brighton tomorrow. I think that match is a 1-1 draw written all over it. Villa United are tired, but I just can't see them losing. West Ham against Everton. I can't see West Ham losing as well. And Arsenal against West Brom. Not a classic, but Arsenal need to win, to be fair. You know what? Or West Bromwich Albion, do they still have some chances of getting... Because, that's an interesting match. Because West Brom, when they want to turn up, and they turn up to matches, they are interesting, and very interesting team. Marco Tavares, hi. Welcome to the stream. So, Arsenal against... That's... My computer sounds like it's gonna explode like every time, but I'm getting used to it. And I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure of what Fiorentina Lazio is the match which worries me a bit, because I don't want Lazio to win. But Lazio are good. And I really don't want to say that. But... Right, what if we just focus on... Actually, no. I'm just talking random now, but I want to place a small bet. I need help. What should I say for... Let's go to Premier League. Liverpool, Southampton, Liverpool. I think they'll win. I need help here. What do we think for Wolves against Brighton? Because I personally think that match has a 1-1 draw written all over it. But I need help here. Should I stick with a 1-1 draw? Arsenal West Brom. Another very hard match. who knows? West Brom loves stunning teams, and Arsenal are not in a good state. But at the same time, I can't see Arsenal losing, because it's not very important, but they want to get in a Europa League spot, especially after getting out of the Europa League a few days ago. So Arsenal definitely. Brighton win, Marco Tavares is saying. I think Brighton won't win because they are safe, and Wolves are safe as well. I don't think neither of these teams will get in the relegation zone, and therefore have nothing to play for. So that match has got a 1-1 draw written all over it. But the big question mark here is Arsenal against West Bromwich Albion, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal against West Bromwich Albion. I need help here. I'm placing a small bet, but Arsenal against West Brom, I just can't get my head over it. Marco Tavares is saying West Brom win, Big Sam masterclass. That's why. That could easily happen. They've stunned Chelsea. But Arsenal need a Europa League spot. So, what if that match ends as a draw? Did we ever consider that? But Arsenal won against Newcastle last week. I think Arsenal will win. Yeah. I would want to say West Brom. Let me check. I want to see the stats of this match for a sec. Let's see the stats. Right. Stats for this match. Say that Arsenal have had the best. Arsenal are the favorites, they say, but they say that a potential final score for that match can be a 3-2 Arsenal win. And the 3-2 Arsenal win means that it will be a very equal match. Right, let's come back to that match for a sec. Marco Tavares is convinced with a West Brom win, and I might have to stick with that. West Ham against Everton, that's another big one. I think that match, West Ham against Everton, help for that one. What should we stick with that? West Ham win, draw, Everton win. What do we think for West Ham against Everton? I think West Ham just are a tiny bit better than Everton, and I think they still have Champions League hopes. So that's another hard one to predict. 1-0 to Brighton, West Brom, Arsenal draw, Falu Manjang is saying. Lads, what do we think for West Ham against Everton? What do we think for that one? PSG tomorrow. I'm curious to see the League One, because the League One this season, I've read that Lille our match started, second half started, Lille are 2 wins away from winning the League One. So PSG definitely needs a reaction tomorrow, and I think they'll get it. So yeah, I think they'll get a reaction. Right. Let's not talk about this. I want Everton to win so that Liverpool top 4 hope don't extend. Right, I get the point. Sterling here. Ederson saves. Ake gets it. Ruben Diaz. Gabriel Jesus. Back to Ferran Torres. I'm in a singing mood today, lads. I think Ederson finds a clear path for Sterling here. Ruben Diaz, very young player. I think West Ham at home will do Everton. Falu Manjang, totally agree with that. West Ham's quality this season has been just too good. That's why I think West Ham will win that match. But I repeat, the best league so far at this current stage has to be La Liga. At this stage, I cannot predict who will win. I think Barcelona will win in the end. I think they'll nick that. I think they'll win, but with just 1 point ahead of the second one. And it will be a great result from them, because obviously Koeman needs a reaction. They're out of the Champions League. They are out. They won the Copa del Rey, and he wants to win something else. And why not win La Liga when last year Real Madrid won? So yeah. La Liga, very, very interesting championship. Sterling here, not fouled. Right, lads, it's time for Ginger Ale. Cheers to everyone. You guys are legends. And any new people here, please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. It doesn't take that much time, does it? And it supports me so much. Right, cheers everyone. If you're over 18, get a beer. If you just want water, get a water. If you want a Coke, get a Coke. Cheers, everyone. Happy Saturday to everyone. Happy Premier League action to everyone. And you guys are legends. Thanks for supporting me. Cheers. Werner looked offside. Ooh, that ginger taste. Ginger aftertaste. Divine. Absolute divine. Mwah. Where are you watching this live stream from, everyone? I'm curious to see where all of my supporters come from. We have Ireland before from Corish. Antarctica from Sean Skillen, which I don't think... I mean... respect if you're in Antarctica, but you know, I don't fully believe in that. But everyone else, where are you guys from? And we, as Roma fan, are all waiting for Mourinho. Werner, right, let's focus on this match. I have talked too much. I know. I'm sorry, lads. Sterling, great. Changes side to Aguero. Aguero shoots and Mendy saves. Great chance for him. La 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 la. And yeah. By the way, thank you for the 4 likes, legends. Ziyech shoots, it's central though, and Ederson saves. Gambian watching from England, big up yourself. Garbo Jesus is fouled. I still can't believe how Aguero missed that penalty. The way he tempted to do that. I just can't get over that. Mentally. But, you know. And school's about to finish. But my exam period is coming. I mean, it's not real exams, because real exams are next year, but I've got mock exams for any English people who know. I've got my mocks this year, which I mean are not official exams, but get me quite stressing. From the 24th of May to the 7th of June, I've got mock exams. So I'll be posting less. I'll be posting more, because during that time period, the Euros start. So we'll do Euro predictions as well. But obviously, in those 2 weeks, I'll post a little bit less, because obviously I gotta focus with my schoolwork as well. Right, new people here, please take 1 second to subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, 273 up there. If we can get 275 by the end of this stream, it would be absolutely amazing. And I mean it, absolutely amazing. Right, Laporte, back to Ederson. Aymeric Laporte finds Raheem Sterling. Predictions for tonight. What do we guys think? Liverpool, Southampton. I'll try and live stream. I'll try my best. But it's Saturday night, and I'm not sure if I'll have time. Because normally Saturday night is family time as well. But I'll try my best. Right, let's get an update from the other matches, shall we? Because this match is getting my head. I just can't stand it anymore. Man City had... Yeah, I mean, they had 2 chances. I mean, they had the penalty, scored, and had 1 other chance. And Chelsea had like 2 chances. So, it's been a very bad match. But many top matches this season have been bad. Robin Corkmax is saying the Euro group of death will be amazing to watch with Portugal, France and Germany. You're absolutely right. And stay tuned, because as soon as Premier League predictions end... Right, the last Premier League game week is the 23rd of May. The next day, the 24th, I start my mocks up until the 7th of June. So from the 24th to the 7th of June, I'll warn you guys here, I'll be posting less because I've got my mock exams and I'll be focusing on that as well. So instead of like 2-3 videos per week, it will be like 1 video per week. Just for those 2 weeks, then we'll be back to normal. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start filming some Euro content as well, and then this summer some travel content as well, because you know this channel is also travel. By the way, lads, thank you so much for 274. I shall updated right now. Social Blade. Tuchel wants the win, but he's probably not going to get the win. He wants to avoid Manchester City from winning another title, especially because they're coming towards the Champions League final. So, I mean, Tuchel does not want to let Guardiola know that he can beat him, but at the same time, Tuchel beat Guardiola as well in the FA Cup a couple of months ago. Right, there we go. Updated subscribers. You guys are legends. If we can get one more subscriber, it would be absolutely amazing. And yeah. Zuma. Very unlucky player when it comes to injuries. Reece James. Kante. N'Golo Kante. Just truly amazing. Pulisic. Kante. Protects the ball from Rodri. This guy. N'Golo Kante. Great pass here. Kante to Reece James. Reece James back to Kante. Back to Werner. Pulisic. Opens it wide to Reece James. Chelsea possession here. Reece James. Kante again, building up pressure. It will be a very, very good ending to this match if Manchester City don't score another one. Rudiger, wide to Marcos Alonso. Zuma. Right, let's check. I think in the group of death with Portugal, France, Germany and Hungary, I think France and Portugal will go through. France will for definite go through. Their quality is just too good. Marcos Alonso in the box. He hits Ruben Diaz once again. It's a throw-in for the London side. Werner stops the ball. By the way, I'm not... Ooh! Reece James shoots! I'm not sure where you guys are from, but here in Italy, it's starting to get hot, and I mean really hot. Unbearable hot. Pulisic. Oh, great chance here from Pulisic. Half an hour to go until the end of this match. Let me charge my computer. And in terms of updates, Inter Milan are winning 5-1 against Sampdoria. Bayern Munich are winning 4-0 against Borussia Mönchengladbach. These teams who are already champions of their own countries are battering the other side. Cadiz are winning 2-1 against Huesca. And tonight, Liverpool, Southampton, Fiorentina against Lazio. Hopefully Lazio doesn't win. Right, magic piss out. I'll go with my magic piss out of the door. Magic walk out of the door and magic piss, and then I'll come back and we'll see if the result changed. Righty, I'm back. Rodri, 62 minutes. Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0. Ooh, and it's 1-1. I came back and I told you it's the amazing piss. It's the lucky piss. 1-1. Great goal from Ziyech, the man who loves scoring against Manchester City. What did I tell you? It's the magic walk out of the room and the magic piss, and Chelsea equalise 1-1. There we go. That's the reaction Chelsea wanted. Robin Cormax is saying go. Robin Cormax, what team do you support? Chelsea, Man City, or any other team? Could Ederson have done better? Let's see. Ziyech. No, very, very, very good shot from Ziyech with his magical left foot. And Manchester City now need the reaction, because otherwise they're not champions tonight. Can Chelsea actually win this? Imagine if Chelsea win this, how good they would prepare themselves for the Champions League match. Because if Chelsea beat Man City, then Tuchel would show Guardiola that he can beat Manchester City, and that he has already beat Manchester City 2 times before that Champions League final. So we'll see if Chelsea wins this. I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea actually nick the 3 points. Before that Champions League. Done better. Let's see. Ziyech. No, very. Ooh. Billy Gilmour here. 62 minutes. Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0. Oh, and it's 1-1. I came back and I told you it's the Reece James. N'Golo Kante. Chelsea 1, Man City 1. Hakim Ziyech scores again, once again against Manchester City. Billy Gilmour wide here. Rudiger gets fouled from Gabriel Jesus, who's been winding Chelsea's defense up with a penalty. Was that even a penalty? Comment in the live chat what you guys think. Guardiola's got his hand on his head like this. He wants the win tonight. He wants to conclude his Premier League trophy. I mean, they want the trophy as soon as possible, so they can fully concentrate on the Champions League the 29th of May. So currently, Chelsea would be 4th with 4 points from West Ham. We're playing tomorrow against Everton at home. Kante again presses Ake. That's why Kante is a magical player. Kante runs everywhere. Wherever a Manchester City player turns, he's got Kante in front of him. Gundogan and Foden are warming up. Guardiola want the... I personally think Gabriel Jesus... I think Aguero will come out after that terrible penalty. I think it will be Aguero and Ferran Torres to come out and let space for Gundogan and Foden. Right, Laporte. Sterling. Gabriel Jesus, Aguero, Marcus not Llorente, Marcus Alonso closes, and it's Manchester City corner kick. Kante out, Jorginho in. What? Kante out to let Jorginho in. One of the most overrated players in the history of football. Nah, this is a joke. I do not understand what Thomas Tuchel just did. He removed Kante to let Jorginho play. He's probably hoping in a penalty or something, but Jorginho does not defend like Kante. Now that Gundogan and Foden are coming in, it's trouble. Werner. Ruben Diaz, Cancelo, possibly fouled, but not too sure. Werner looks injured, he's touching his face. Does anyone here actually enjoy the NBA? Does anyone here follow the NBA? Because it's something that I always say I'm going to follow, but I never end up following. Is anyone here who actually follows the NBA? Who are the favorites of this season? Let me know. Who's going well? Anyone here who's interested in the NBA? Who is winning the NBA? Who will win the NBA this season? Sterling protects the ball. Ooh, great move here from Sterling. Changes side to Cancelo. 20 minutes to go. Manchester City 1, Chelsea 1. And as I said in my Prem predictions video, 1-1 between City and Chelsea. For now, I would guess it. It is Sterling out and Foden in. And it is Aguero out and Gundogan in. So, Gabriel Jesus. Ferran Torres is staying. He hasn't done much, but obviously players need to rest. Which is probably why Tuchel got rid of Kante. I know, Ferran Torres out. Wasn't Sterling. I was right. It was Ferran Torres and Aguero out. What did I say? And Gundogan shoots. Very, very wide. Right, you know what? Let's... the battery. Do we need some light? Probably need some light, don't we? Right, let's try this. Right, let's see if this is better. Doesn't even work. Great. Wait. There we go. I'm alive. I've come. Ooh, Werner here. Terrible foul from Aymeric Laporte. Is this any better? Let's keep this, shall we? Right, so... Reece James, stop the ball. Great run here from Reece James. Reece James in the box. Werner doesn't get it. Ooh, what a chance here. Gilmer. Right, 72 minutes, 1-1 between City and Chelsea. Let's see. Hopefully Lazio don't win tonight. Ooh, Werner. He was very, very close for a 2-1 Chelsea comeback. Reece James. Pulisic here. Great here from Pulisic. Pulisic, he can go for it. Great pass here. Ziyech in the box. No one gets it. Gundogan can run. Laporte. Reece James. Gundogan. I'm absolutely starving. Jorginho. Rudiger. Jorginho. Back to Zuma. Back to Billy Gilmer. Back to Mendy. Chelsea need to speed up a bit though. Azpilicueta. Billy Gilmer. Wide to Ziyech. Gets fouled from Ake. 15 minutes to go. 1-1 between Chelsea. Free kick. Callum Hudson-Odoi in. And Ziyech out. The man who scored today. It was a good goal. Ederson should have probably done a tiny bit better. But it was a good goal from Ziyech. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Young player. Bright future in England's squad. Right, Laporte. Reece James. And Cancelo. Deflection. Corner kick for Chelsea. 6 corners to 1 from the Manchester side. Hudson-Odoi in the box. And Rodri kicks it away. Sterling can run here. Marcus Alonso tries to foul him. Sterling changes side to Ben Mendy. Changes side with a wonderful pass for Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus shoots. He wants a foul. But he gets no foul. Rodri here against Werner. Spanish midfielder wins the big tackle. Right. Tiny bit more than 10 minutes to go until the final added time. 1-1 between City and Chelsea. Laporte to Gabriel Jesus. Offside though. Rudiger here risks with Foden. Jorginho. With Werner. Can be offside. Werner! And Chelsea are up! And if it's offside, poor Werner. 2 goals were disallowed from Timo Werner. Chelsea could have actually gone 3-1. But let's see if this is... I think it's offside, but it's less, and I mean much less clear than the first one. But I still think it's offside. Zinchenko in. Zinchenki. Yeah, it was definitely offside. Sterling. Fouls at Spilicueta. Spilicueta to Jorginho, changes side to Tony Rudiger. Pulisic. Oh, great ball here from Billy Gilmer. Pulisic. Changes side to Reece James in the box. And Hudson-Odoi. And Chelsea are up. Oh, and scenario offside. 2 goals disallowed from Chelsea in 2 minutes. VAR will have to check this because Manchester City are conceding too much. It will probably... Oh, it's so close. Yep, it's those line technology VAR. Is it a goal or is it offside? That's the big question. Guardiola looks worried. They're using those dotted lines, red lines, blue lines to check this. And it's offside. Yep, it's offside. 2 disallowed goals for Chelsea in the space of 2 minutes. Plus another one from Timo Werner at the start, which was not even a disallowed goal because it was clear offside. And Sterling here on the other side. Zuma. Incredible tackle from Zuma. Gets rid of Raheem Sterling. Incredible tackle from Zuma. Great tackle from him. No foul. No such thing as a foul. Aspilicueta. Rudiger. Hudson-Odoi. fouls no, not Azpilicueta. Why would he foul Azpilicueta? He fouls Rodri. Laporte. Long shot from Laporte to Gabriel Jesus. Zinchenko. Gundogan. Great ball into Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Cancelo. Oh, terrible cross from Cancelo. Tiny bit more than 5 minutes plus added time until the end of this classic, which has a typical result of a classic game. 1-1. Reece James. Ake. Incredible impact from Callum Hudson-Odoi into this match. Disallowed goal. And assist to Werner for another disallowed goal. Reece James changes side to Tony Rudiger. Ooh, Sterling here changes side to Rudiger. Great match from Sterling once again. Oh, Foden, what a chance. And Manchester City got close to 2-1. Right, let's check if Cadiz are winning 2-1 against Huesca at home. And currently, Cadiz are 11th and Huesca is 18th. Then Bayern Munich are winning 6-0 against Borussia Mönchengladbach. 3 goals from Lewandowski. Sané scored, Coman scored, and Müller scored. And Kouassi, Nyanzu Tanguy Kouassi, got subbed in after 70 minutes, and after 75 minutes, he got sent off because he conceded a foul, terrible foul. And Fiorentina Lazio starts in half an hour. Lineups with Ribery, Vlahovic, Biraghi, Castrovilli, Pogar, Bonaventura, Venuti, Milenkovic, Pizzella, Cáceres, and Dragowski in goal. And Correa, Immobile, Lulic, Oberto, Leiva, Milinkovic, Savic, Lazari, Maricic, Acerbi, Radu, and Reina for Lazio. Hopefully Lazio lose. Hopefully Lazio lose. Hopefully Lazio lose. Right. Ooh, Sterling! Zuma. He wants a penalty. Sterling wants another penalty. It looked more clear than the first one, but it still didn't look like a penalty to me. But the first one they gave onto Gabriel Jesus, yeah, that's not a penalty. The first one they gave was not clear as well, so if they give this one, they're absolute rat bags. Guardiola here is furious with the referee. Rudiger here. Alonso, what a chance. Werner. Sterling. Gabriel Jesus kicks it as far as possible. Sterling, Foden, and Reece James protects it. Mendy kicks it away. Great from Azpilicueta here. Foden fouls him, but Rudiger great from Pulisic. Terrible foul from Gabriel Jesus. Yellow card from him. For him. It's actually raining in Manchester. Oh, terrible foul from Gabriel Jesus. Literally hits his knee. It looks like he did it on purpose. Three minutes of added time. Chelsea won. City won at the Etihad. Hudson-Odoi. Jorginho chips it to Odoi. He's faster than Ake. Odoi in the box. Ederson blocks it. Zinchenko. Rodri. Reece James. Rudiger. In the box. Foden. 1 minute is gone. Zuma. Reece James. Hudson-Odoi. Chips it into Werner. Werner. Back to... Oh, and Chelsea. Chelsea are up 2-1. Marcus Alonso. Tuchel is absolutely buzzing. Guardiola is absolutely fuming. Marcus Alonso with a Chelsea comeback. Chelsea 2, Manchester City 1. Wow. And Manchester City have bottled the first chance of trying to win the Premier League, and they will have to win at St. James Park in Newcastle, which is already safe, so it doesn't look that hard. But Chelsea are up 2-1. Guardiola is fuming, but he has to accept the loss. To be fair, Manchester City did not create anything special apart from the penalty and the goal. And Chelsea had three disallowed goals. 2 were not that clear, and 1 was very, very clear. So Chelsea, I think, had to win this match. And yeah, I mean, they're up. The match ended. Manchester City 1, Chelsea 2. Thank you to each and everyone for tuning in as always. And yes, lads, It's 2-1 Chelsea. Guardiola is fuming, but it's 2-1 Chelsea. Thank you for tuning in, as always. And all I want you guys to do is to please hit that subscribe button. It would support me so much. My big goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by Christmas 21. And anything and nothing would be possible without your guys' support. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button if you're new here. And also, any people who subscribes with an email so that I get the notification, I will give a shout out to. And yeah, Manchester City 1, Chelsea 2, last instance of the match. And it's the end, it's the end, it's the end. Chelsea win at the Etihad. Thomas Tuchel beat Guardiola the second time, and now for the third time, you'll have to do it for a Champions League final, where Pep Guardiola will definitely want revenge. As I said before, if you're new here, please subscribe so that I will give you a shout out. Don't forget to like this stream, even though it's almost ended, but it will be a video, so subscribe. Thank you for each and everyone for tuning in. As always, Anya lads, good night and take care.